I'm not going to get crazy. Ooh. Woo! Ow. We back. Hey, what's up? Hey, it's a thing. Shout out to everybody, cause I try to get somebody. Ain't nobody got something to say, cause I know I got something to say. Yaga all day. And you know we don't play away. Everybody know what's happening. Hey, and you know how we walk, and you walk to the floor, and to the store, and you know want some more. Yaga all day. Yeah, let me stop. What up?
Broadcasting from the campus of the Yaggah Center of the Arts, this is Radiocast.org.
This poem is entitled Black Woman. She walks with the grace of a panther.
All right.
With childbearing
We are live right now, man. Simulcasting
see her skin color come
on Radiocast Jazz, soon to be on 9.7. Welcome back again. Welcome. I'm feeling good. I'm blessed to be here right now. I'm feeling quite sexy right now. I don't know why I'm feeling sexy. You know what I'm saying? But Radio Phoenix, Minnesota Media. Yes, indeed. We're in the building, y'all. We're in the mother loving building.
Child, a small girl, and in essence, her blessing is being a mother of all worlds. And I've called girls, but not called girls, but only to involve girls, to evolve girls into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance arising from others.
That's right.
See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her,
I want to give a shout out to my mom.
Join the truth.
Like your thanks to all my aunties out there, all the sisters out there, man. Love you. Peace and love. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can love me back. I'm a good black man.
Why not?
Like I
those who have the backbone.
I know some of y'all don't believe it.
Why? Because insanity has lifted our fight to the point we glorify death so much.
I got a little bubble right there. I think it's a little magic bubble right there.
So instead, we'll pledge to
but we're gonna get on some stuff today, man.
And give recognition to she.
Next week is
Easter. And deserve him even when he don't deserve it. So I am of service because I am concerned with the lack of appreciation given to the mothers of our nation.
Yes.
So without further ado, respect, admiration, veneration, and love is overdue. It should be intended, extended, and given to none other than the black woman.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I want to give a shout out to all the women out there, man. Thank you for joining us today. I'm just, I got some stuff I want to talk about. You know, big shout out to Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown Jackson. I know some of y'all are very excited that she got, you know, the nominee, and she's going to follow the Supreme Court justice system. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's a, you know, it's a marvelous thing, I should say. Sorry, but now I gotta check my phone real quick. So, show love and support. You know what I'm saying? So, But y'all can call me at 602-633-2662. Most definitely, call me up, and if you have any questions about what's going on right now, I know the Will Smith situation, which I really don't want to talk about it, but I have to bring that up again because I think what happened to Will Smith, it's bigger than, what it's going through. I think my phone's going up right now. My phone's going up right now, but it's about life itself. It's about, you know, uh, just protect what you have, protect your environment, protect what you stand for, and also, should I put it up right here real quick? Go. Don't you go. We are gonna play some music for y'all real quick, man. Hold on. Let me put this up for y'all. Yes, indeed. Don't you go. Don't you go. All right. Okay, this should be good right here. Okay, that's much better. Okay, that's much better. Now I'm folded up on the side. There you go. So y'all can see all my comments. You know what I'm saying? You can support the broadcast. But we are live every Saturday from 2 to 4. There has been some bill that has been happening. I don't know if y'all follow your politics, but my advice to everyone out there is to make sure to see my phone is going up. Who's texting me? I'm playing for my.
You're on the air.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You should play CDs every now and then.
I'm gonna go back and play CDs. I'm gonna go back and play CDs.
Do you play vinyl?
And that was
We didn't teach you how to play vinyl again.
1990s freaking something. Hey, I'm still young, y'all. I'm
What
still
was the
young.
record store day? We should do like another vinyl.
You know what we should? Friday we should have Friday nights, like a vinyl weekend.
That'd be,
I would come and put our favorite ones.
DJ Beth gonna start doing stuff right? Friday night.
I keep on hearing Lily T. I mean, Lily Sincere. Is she still doing idol? Are y'all gonna bring back DJ Vex old shows?
We still do DJ on Thursday night on Indie.
Back there?
And on Thursday at 3.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. But we need to do like a Friday vinyl live thing, man, so we can bring our flavors, old school, new school, 90s, and all that good stuff. I'm just saying. That's fucking saying. You know what I'm saying? Ah! Big up to Lortonio for this beautiful cup right there. Yes, we are live right now. I know what you're doing. But I got the bubble. Let me start with that bubble thing. Y'all go like, look at me. This man got the bubble in his hand. What's going on? What is going on? I got some stuff I would like to announce to y'all. So y'all stay tuned, most definitely, because it's going to be a very interesting month. Very interesting. So y'all stay tuned. Yaggah. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Yaggah. Oh, we are back. April, we are back again. It's so beautiful out here in Phoenix, Arizona. You are so beautiful. Phoenix, big shout out to 272-520. Arizona, I want to say that you are so marvelous. Yaggah, everybody. Welcome back to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Mr. Clean B, back for your love, back for your sincerity. Yes, indeed. We got some stuff that we're going to talk about today because y'all know it is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. I got some music in the vault right now for your pleasure, indeed. But I got some stuff that I want to talk about. I might switch up a little bit to some political, social things that's going on in Tennessee right now. And also, I want to elaborate on the Will Smith, not the Will Smith that I talked about last week, but pretty much the consequences of our actions. And also, I'm going to talk about love because I heard this lady who killed her boyfriend play insanity and all that. But we're all going to elaborate on that because it is the Yaggah Movement Radio Cast. Let's get it on. You already know what it is. Yaggah, Yaggah, Yaggah. Tune in, baby. Yeah. Hey. So y'all let me. Hey, so let me. All right. So, like I said again. You know what I'm saying? I have to play the music low. I do apologize, but please go via radiofeeds.org to listen to the music live and direct, so you can hear all the music that we are featuring, advertising. I do appreciate. I hope this should makes me look like I'm buff. You know, I can see my cuts. You know I don't know, but I'm sorry. I've been feeling so healthy for the past few days. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I am in the best of my life right now. Can I just say this? Can I say I am in the best shape of my life? You know what I'm saying? Mi vida especial. Yes, indeed. You already know how we do. Yaga, yaga, yaga. Yo habla español poquito. So, atención por la palabra indeed. You already know how we do. But, you know, there was this bill that kind of got me so screwed up in here to the point that I have to question my morals. I have to question certain people out there who are following politics and, you know, and also, you know, who are voting. So please do me a favor, if you vote, please vote, man. Just please vote. Big up to man, I hope I said the name right. Bohem Brian, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope I said the shout out right. Y'all can say something nice. Say something nice. Say something sweet. Don't be shy, okay? Because it is the Yaggah Movement Radio Cast right there. You already know how we do. And I might sound political, but it is all for our educational purpose, because you already know how I feel about, you know, the education system, how you don't want to teach our kids to read and write, actually to have common sense. You know, I think that right there is something that needs to be brought to everyone's attentions out there, because I do care about education. I care about the children learning and educating them, you know, their mind, because like Whitney Houston said, she believes the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead their way. Hashtag sexual chocolate. I'm just saying that right now. So if that's the case indeed, you know what I'm saying, we need to make sure that we enhance our kids' education. Okay. That right there, we need to do that. Now, I've been saying this, you know, I realize that you know, there has been some people who are going to some political you know, environment, or I should say there are some folks that we do elect that are becoming rock and roll stars in the constitutional laws. You know what I'm saying? Or in our constitutional morals, I should say that, because I'm not going to say no names, no nothing, no left and right crap in here. You know, so I'm not going to say none of that stuff, because obviously I don't want to get banned or called out, or someone's going to say, "Oh, Mr. Clean B, you're going against this person," because whatever I might say might follow me up whenever I'm on the streets, because you never know. I'm not trying to say that what I'm saying, no one follows it, but you know, some folks out there, you know, can be able to follow you, your moves and everything like this. So most definitely, all I'm saying is just, you know, I'm watching myself by talking to y'all, because I gotta make sure I bring common sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Life is about common sense, and like I said, this is why we do the show, because we always bring, you know, a picture on what we talk about. You know, because what I'm saying, I just don't want to come and say things, you know, to y'all on camera, or on the air, just because I feel like saying things, because you know, we all have our opinions, but there are certain things that we have to be able to pay attention to. First of all, please do me a favor and vote this year. I don't care if you are a Republican or a Democrat, whatever you are, just go and vote, most definitely, because that's very important for our, you know, our future. Because we do not want to elect anybody out there that's going to come and start acting like rock stars, or pretty much oppressing those out there who are in need of certain social attributes. So please do me a favor and just vote. You know, not for me, you know, whoever you want to vote for. I mean, if you want to vote for that guy, JD Hens, that talks about he hates Mexicans, I don't know. But I mean, last time I checked, if you vote for folks out there who have ignorance in their blood and want to come and tell you, how the Constitution works, what I'm saying? Then you need to pay attention to all those folks out there who want to get your votes, your name out there.
This is Diva D here at RadioPhoenix.org, coming to you here in Phoenix, Arizona.
We are live right
We
now.
wait for our sunshine to come back because it is cold here. And also, I would like to let my listening audience know this is a very holy season. It's called Yami Ha. I know you never heard that, but honey, you heard it on the Yaggah movement there with my brother. Yeah.
Oh, now check it out now. Now, Mr. Clean B on the microphone. I want to say what's up to the people around, from the north to the south, to the east, to the west, yaga, all day, every day, all play. And you know how we do it. We don't stop the rhyme. We do it how we do it. Yaga. Oh, I'm not a rapper. I want to say hello to the people out there on. Oh, let me stop right now. Let me stop right now. But anyway, we are live right now. I appreciate everybody out there listening to the live music that we are streaming via radiofeeds.org, where the battle comes to talk, sing, and connect, and also simulcasting on Radio Phoenix Jazz, soon to be on 90.7 FM in the East Valley. So if you're in Phoenix in the East Valley, definitely 90.7 is going to be at your household. So pay attention to that most definitely. And Radio Phoenix Indy. Yaga, Mr. Clean B. Appreciate everybody out there joining us today, man, because today is a marvelous day. I know next week's going to be Easter. Some of y'all are getting ready for your cookout, family gathering, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who are celebrating their birthday, happy birthday to you, most definitely. And if I don't know your birthday was yesterday or today, happy birthday to you. Is that Aries? Is that Aries or the fine? I don't know. But whatever horoscope sign you are, happy birthday to you. Yes, indeed. Now, I got to bring some news up, man, because y'all already know, which I'm going to talk about that later on, about, the consequences of losing everything later on in my second segment. So you already know, well, actor Will Smith, yesterday was banned from the Oscar for 10 years, from attending to the Oscar. Now, that's what is being confirmed. Now, I'm not sure if his movie are being nominated, that they will ban his movie as well. So that is something that I'm going to follow up. But so far, I know that Netflix and other projects have suspended Will Smith's, project to, continue ever since the Oscar get jiggy with his slapping, from Will Smith to brother Chris Rock. So Will Smith is banned for 10 years, unfortunately. Now, this is quite of a disturbing news. Now, I just found out that a New York State judge whose home was searched by law enforcement authorities last month against the backdrop of the federal prosecutor of one of his former friends, committed suicide on Tuesday. Now, the judge, John L. Michalski, an acting justice of the state Supreme Court, was found dead at his home in Hamnest, New York, a Buffalo suburb, shortly before noon, said the lawyer Terrence Carson. His lawyer just confirmed that up. Now, for those out there who are so happy about this, because I know it was a celebration for all the sisters out there. I know your sisters out there were so happy that she got confirmed, which I actually said that she was going to get confirmed anyway, which she did, because the Senate confirmed, yes, indeed, I gotta say this right. Ketanji Brown Jackson. I should have said Supreme Court Ketanji Brown Jackson, yes, because it sounds so right by saying that right now. Yes, indeed. So she was confirmed on Thursday in a historic vote that paves the way of her to become the first African American woman to serve on the highest court in the nation. So that's a big thing right there. So big up to Ms. Jackson, was definitely for putting up the highest court, was definitely. And then the tally was 57-43, which of course we already know. Some of those Republicans was not going to vote for it, except for Senator Susan Collins, Mitt Romney, and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, who joined the Democrats in favor of her. So that's good. Now, another good news too Colin Kaepernick released a book, a children's book called I Call It Myself Different, which was inspired by a transformative moment in his childhood. So I hope you guys get this book to read inspiration book. I should check out the, some pages. So y'all can go out there and check it. And also I post up something on my page. So please go check out the book that I'm going to talk about that later. And I hope that I will invite the author very soon to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast to to elaborate on his book most definitely. Now, this is a very tragic news. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Hoskin passed away early Saturday morning after he was struck by a dump truck while he was walking in the South Florida highway. Now, Hopkins was 24 years old. Now, it's still an investigation going on. They're pronouncing death on the scene, so I hope that some type of justice will come through most definitely. So those are the news that we're all going to elaborate today. Now, I know that some of y'all who pay attention to your constitutions or pay attention to your laws and pay attention to all your votings out there or all the folks that you want to vote for. I told y'all that through the whole year before the election, I definitely will bring all the information for those who are running in Phoenix, Arizona, or the Maricopa County, from your general attorney to, your states or to your government, any information that I will elaborate to y'all, definitely I'm going to share with you guys. And I promise y'all everything will be factual. I'm not going to tell no one who to vote for or who to choose. And like I said, this is all about neutralization, just to bring common sense and bring them to think that, either things got to be right or things got to change. So, it's always important to voice your opinion, voice what you feel. I know sometimes we can all agree to disagree, but that's what life is about. I'm pretty sure from marriage to the government, it's okay to disagree. What I'm saying? As long as there's a compromise at the end, as long as we can be able to, understand, understand each other, philosophy. Now, this is what really bugs me up because I was reading that up earlier. I thought it was fake. I thought this was a fake news, but there's a claim that mentioned the Tennessee proposed a bill. Let me get this. Let me get this because a proposed bill in Tennessee is drawing criticism from social media users across the country due to a couple of provisions related to marriage allegedly included in the bill. Now, some people suggest the bill proposed by a Republican lawmaker creates a separate privileged class of marriage for heterosexual couples in Tennessee. Also, it allows children of any age to get married with or without their parental consent. Now, the bill it's called the House Bill 233 or 233, and its companion bill in Tennessee Senate SB 562 were amended to reflect the updated age requirement. Now, we all know that the age requirement to get married is, I believe, 18, except in different states where it is 17 with a parental consent, meaning the parents have to agree upon the marriage for their 17 or 16-year-old to be married, right? Now, the backlash on this bill, the HB 233, is the fact that, it's promoting pretty much pedophilia. It's promoting folks out there who use that bill to be able to, lure children to their home or to use that as a means to, abuse children, to get married to a 15, 16, 17 year old because that bill, that HB 233 does not specify, what age limits, because pretty much this bill was built for my opinion, was built under some type of oppression. Now we already know about the Florida bill about the Don't Say Gay. We already know about certain areas out there in the state that mention about certain marriages to be between a man and a woman, or I believe a racial marriage where they believe in the same race marriage. You can Google that up because I believe when I read that, I just thought it was a joke. I thought it was some type of phony information. But those are things that are happening right now. Those are things that some of y'all are not paying attention to those constitutional, implementation that are happening right now. Now, when I read that bill, I was just thinking about my own children, not just my children, but I was thinking about the children out there who pretty much don't have no idea about what marriage is. I mean, if you ask a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, an 18-year-old, or a 20-year-old about what marriage stands for, because I can tell you, when I got married, I was still young, but I was not that young. But still, the bill does not educate, the structure of marriage. It does not educate the philosophy of what marriage represents. It's just put out a bill. This comes from Tennessee, and I love all my Tennessee folks out there. And I hope that they can be able to pay attention to those type of laws that are being implemented without their consent, without the people's consent. Now, for those out there who don't understand that things are going on behind closed doors, that we have our constituents, those that we voted to represent our best interests, whether you're rich or poor, whatever you stand for, who are making laws behind closed doors with nobody noticing at all. Now we got this idiotic bill, excuse my French, because that's very idiotic, to go in front of a bunch of other constituents to bring this bill into the forefront, talking about well, we need to make sure that, because of pro-life or family values, or because of some type of abortion law, whatever oppression that they want to go against, whether it's against women or against any type of genre or groups out there, it's pretty bothersome to witness certain things like that. Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys are following up the gender sex about what's happening right now, what's popping off. All those laws that are going around where nobody are noticing what's going on. Then we are having this Tennessee bill, this HB 233, that pretty much give any adults the opportunity to go and abuse, violate a child. Because that's what I call it. I'm not going to go to the English trying to depict like everybody else. I don't do, I don't talk that, a systematic law thing. I don't work in the justice system. But common sense is everything that I stand for. And if you're going to put a law to bring common sense, but please do so, because for someone to stand up, first of all, I got some folks who went in and on TV, pretty much, freely, mention how they don't mind having their daughter being violated. And I have a daughter. I have nieces. And for me to hear stuff like this from another man, I want to go and do the Will Smith get jiggy with a slap. Even though I don't condone violence. Violence is not the answer. But I'm hearing another man saying this. I just want to go and slap the jiggy out of that man's soul, because, brother, you are so ignorant saying this stuff like that. And those are men who are bringing the embarrassment out of our structure of social morals, allowing children to get married. Now, again, they're already fighting about children not learning about critical race theory. They're already banning. Same people who put those laws up out there in Tennessee or every other states. They are banning books to teach kids about life and common sense, educate kids. I mean, speaking about, I care about family values, I care about education, I care about independence. What if the folks that are supposed to nurture the child are not doing a good job, then who are supposed to do that? That's why we have our school system to be able to educate our children. But no, I'm sorry. We are not going to educate children. We're not going to give children the opportunity to learn nature, life itself. But no, we are going to allow them to have the opportunity to get married, because if mommy and daddy comes around and say, you know what, don't go on it, you can go and get married with that man right there. And that's okay. That's okay for another man or grown man to go in the podium, express pretty much his ignorance because of pro-life. Now, I am in neither one of them, because I'm not a woman. You know, I'm just a black man, you know, bringing common sense to my constituents out there, to my peers out there. But last time I checked, they are making laws to oppress women out here. They're making laws to make it difficult for you and I to vote. They're making restrictions for folks out there not to be able to assist, because everyone has their freedom or their liberty to get the opportunity. But where's the opportunity when there are a bunch of jobs who cannot even hire people up? Where's the opportunity when there's a lack of education and folks are still thinking about pro-choice? I believe in family values. Now, mind you that we are talking about a 16, 17, 18-year-old who, last time when I was 17, 18 years old, I just wanted to do party. Out of high school, go party and have some fun. I didn't think about marriage. Yeah, I just want to have a little, you know, girlfriend, everything right. But that's teenager. That's grown up to become a young man, a young adult. Until you realize, okay, once you get to those facts, you get to those reality, it's a whole nother livelihood right there. Because I can tell you, when I was married, you know, the fear of, not just the fear of marriage, but the challenges of being married to someone, it has nothing to do with, oh, like go out there and try to mess with. No. Marriage is an investment of your soul, your energy, your livelihood. Pretty much you have to compromise your livelihood, whatever you believe, whatever you dreamed about. If that person comes and mention about their, you know, their dreams and it clashes with your dream, but you still want to be with that person, you gotta compromise. What does a 17-year-old knows about that? What does an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old knows about that? But you guys allow these folks to make proposal bills just so they can allow all those pedophiles, all those, you know, child abusers out there. Because last time I checked, I believe that when I was hearing from all the channels, it was another party that was having, you know, a bunch of, you know, child trafficking, which is just baloney. It's unfortunate that folks in a position of power speak like that, or still in high school, or even draw a conclusion about laws that does not make sense to you and to me. And the fact that they are so comfortable bringing those to everyone out there is a very, very concerned thing that brought me to talk about that, because there are children out there on the streets. There are children who need to be educated, who need to find their way, who are dreamers, who needs my examples, so they can be able to follow whatever I'm doing, whether it's good or bad. But I have to make sure I am a good role model to the children out there who are looking at Mr. Clean and say, hey, you know what? You know, this is just something that I want to do. I do apologize. Somebody called me, so I have to cut it off. So when I do my show, don't you call me. But I believe in teaching. I believe in enhancing the future, especially when it comes to our children. I believe in, you know, being a good role model to our kids out there. Because a lot of times, you know, we are living in a world right now. We are living in a society right now where, I think last time I mentioned how there's a lack of empathy. There's a lack of just common sense, just to care for somebody. And then we're all going to allow children, and if you live in Tennessee, God bless you, because I love my Tennessee folks. I traveled to Tennessee from Maryland to Arizona for the first time, and I mean, Lord, Tennessee is a beautiful state. It's a gorgeous state. Yes, indeed. Amen to that. But at the same time, let's all bring common sense to those laws that we are implementing to the public. Let's not oppress folks out there. Let's not lie to the people, because there is an agenda behind all those laws. Let's allow everyone the opportunity to learn. Let's allow education to be an essential to our future, especially to our children. Because if we are so worried about putting kids to to get married, then what does education mean then in the future? If you're going to be voting for somebody that's going to go into your capital, bring all those baloney garbage of politics, I call that ignorance politics, comfortably express their ignorance because they want to make sure everyone can hear their voice, which, like I said, it's a free country. Everyone has the opportunity, everyone has the freedom to express their opinion as long as it does not infringe somebody else's. Last time I checked. But we are voting for folks who don't care about us. We are voting for people who don't care about our morality. They don't care about our livelihoods. But still, they want our vote. Still, they want our sponsorship. Still, they want us to be behind them. They want us to make sure that we are behind, their agendas. But if this law is passed, I'd be so ashamed to those out there who allowed that law to pass for children to be abused and violated. HB 233 should not be allowed in any constitution. Let the children be children. Why involving children into an adult business, even into political settings? Already we are having, parents who use their children into an adult settings. Now we're having politicians who will allow a child, a 16, 17, or 15-year-old to get married to a 20-something or 40-year-old man, whether religiously or not. But what common sense are we teaching our children out there who are growing up to become like us? I'm pretty sure if y'all got daughters out there, I'm pretty sure you gotta feel some type of way. Or if you got nieces out there, you gotta feel some type of way, man. I'm pretty sure you gotta feel some type of yikes, ew. This is just disgusting. Just cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. This is just abnormal. It doesn't make sense. There's already a law that allows kids to work at the age of 18. Work, okay? I'm pretty sure the majority of the state will allow a kid who turns 18, because I'm pretty sure if you turn 18, you can go to jail. If you turn 18, you can pretty much free to become independent, right? So now, why are we reversing all those laws to back in the 17, 18, 1900s? Like, what the bleep, man? Like, really? Like, come on, guys. Come on. Let's have some common sense. That bill should not be allowed. Let's put some more music. This is Yaggah Radiocast. Tennessee, I love you, man. Oh, we gotta be better. We gotta be better. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah. Oh. 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 Oh.
I'm in the place of representing Yaggah movement. I already know what it is. My man, Mr. Clean B, Mr. Indeed, y'all know what it is. And listen, you are now rocking with the sounds, safari sounds of the Yaggah movement. Hey.
So let me, hey. All right. I know some of y'all are trying to get me in that Will Smith stuff, man. And let's see who's trying to contact here. Oh, Somebody's cooking. Yeah, amen. Oh, amen. I'm hungry. You know, the Lord said, feed the hungry. Amen to that. You know what I'm saying? Amen to that. That's what I gotta say. But anyway, for those out there who are calling me right now, please don't call me on my show. Okay, because when I'm focused, you know what I'm saying, I cannot focus on phones. I cannot speed down. I cannot be the Mr. Telephone Man. There's something wrong with my line when I dial my baby's number. She get a cake all the time. And let me get this bubble right there. But you gotta let me. You let me. But anyway, I'm gonna play with this little bubbles thing right here because I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. I got a little flashlight right there for y'all. But anyway, I just wanted to elaborate on the Will Smith man because there's something about hold on a second, hold on. Where do things I can help you? What up, man? What up? What up? I got the message. I got the message. Yes, indeed. Oh, okay, so what can we do? How can we fix the situation right now? How can we fix the situation? Indeed. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry too. But how can we fix this? How can we make it happen? How can we make it happen? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Well, we're doing a live show right now. We're live right now. How can I be able to do this right now? Okay. It's going to be an impossibility right there. You know what I'm saying? But no. I know. I just said. I said it's possible. It can happen. But in the meantime, just give me some time to reach out to my destination. You know what I'm saying? So I can make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. All right now? Okay, well, give me 2 hours. Actually, give me an hour and 20 minutes. Is that good? Come on, say an hour and 20 minutes. Come on, please. Man, all that stuff it's all regulated, man. Yes, all that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? We got that on the lockdown. We got that on the lockdown. We already got that. Yes, indeed. Just like Amazon. Just like Amazon. Yes. I believe in the capitalism. God bless America. Yes, God bless America. See, let me call you back. Yeah, because I have to get. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I get there because I got virtue. 100%. 100%. Well, I call you. Okay, well, you did what? Goat meat? You already got it. What is that goat meat or something, or what you need? Oh, damn. Okay, all right. Well, I'm just saying.
Support for Radio Phoenix
after the show,
from
I can probably make it happen.
located at 4041
I'll go after the
North
show
Central
so I can
Avenue,
get there.
Building C, near the southeast corner of Central Avenue and Indian School Road in Phoenix. Native Health provides private medical, dental, behavioral health,
I get it ready. I get everything ready.
Wellness services for the urban Native American community.
And I bring the
More
most to every
information is available at 602-279-5262
all right.
or
I'll call you
online
back.
at nativehealthphoenix.org.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yaggah.
I'm sorry. I just
Radiocast
I'm
from 2 p.m. to 4
I'm
p.m.
hungry.
Arizona time live.
I'm very hungry right now, so I think I need to get some sweets. You know what I'm saying? Get some sweets real quick. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, And also, just to let you know, we have some guests coming up real soon. So if y'all stay tuned, man, we're gonna have some guests coming and okay, I guess he's doing something. Boko, Boko. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna load the volume real quick for y'all because I don't want to get canned. I don't want to get copyrighted or someone's gonna say Mr. Clinby is using, my profile. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. No. All right, we're gonna cut this off. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat. Kiboko, 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 Kiboko. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I look at something real quick, man. I look at something. So I'm sorry, but I'm back. I was hungry, but I'm back again. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's put all that stuff right there. Okay. We are back. So, anyway, I know with the Will Smith issue, I don't really want to talk about all the stuff that people are talking about already. So good. I'm feeling right now. I feel that Jada Pinkett should have protected Will Smith or should have alerted Will Smith not to go further instead of blaming him for, the stuff that, he's pretty much been blamed for. And to me, it comes with accountability. But let's talk about that right now because I'm ready. Hey, check it out. Mr. Clean B, Yaggah. I'm the rapper of the day. If you don't know, now you know. And you don't know, this is the old school. Come to the new school. Yaggah, update every day. I'm not a rapper. I want to say hello to you and you and you and you. Oh, let me stop right now. Let me stop right now because I just came in and I just got some donuts. I know some of y'all out there who are probably saying that, hey, man, this man eat a lot of donuts. Look, man, I'm a sweet man. I like my sweet, but I gotta make sure that my teeth are not sweet enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to have my donuts, my sweetness. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a sweet dude. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, when I say sweet, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. All right. That's what I gotta say, man. Just like Brother Will Smith was and still is a good guy, except for that incident that happened a few days ago, with the slap, the get jiggy with the slap, which I like to call it. Can I just say get jiggy with the slap without being canned or being banned or anything like this? But anyway, it is the get jiggy with the slap that got Will Smith banned for 10 years from the Oscar. So I believe he shall return to the Oscar in 2032 or something like that. I think I'm gonna be like in my 20s or something like this, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in my 20s back in that time. I'm still gonna be young forever. Yes, indeed. I don't care what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? That's my age. I'm gonna be in my 20s again. That's how we do it. But when I read the news, I know this whole week it was pretty. I'm pretty sure it was very tough for him, and a lot of backlash, a lot of different opinions about his actions and his his morals and what he did was wrong, or if it did was wrong. And last week, I know if you guys heard, we on point. A great discussion. Big up to Brother Trey. They had a great discussion about protecting your foundation and protecting pretty much what you stand for, which to me, like I said last week, what Will Smith did, it's something that myself or any man out there who cares or protect their foundation would do. I mean, no matter what. I mean, we are savages. I mean, sometimes like I believe Will Smith said, love, can drive you crazy to the point that, you may lose, the substance of the narrative of what's going on and trying to go overboard and realizing what you just did was far and was wrong, in which what Will Smith just did. Maybe if it was privilege or accessibility, or if he knew they was gonna win, or he didn't feel like people should be talking about to his wife that way, but that got him into some losses, and he's not down. I mean, for those other things, Will Smith is not going to, he's not going to have no movie gig and anything like this. Right now, as we speak, I believe I mentioned the news, everything has been suspended. But what I want to talk about is the accountability of our actions. And when I say that gracefully and humbly, I'm talking about pretty much the things that we built that we can lose in 1 minute or 1 second or 1 hour. And it could be anything from, from something small to something big. And what really grabs me about the Will Smith situation is the simple fact that I know most folks out there who have been going through life challenges have to beat the odds in order for them to sustain, their humbleness and also be great role models moving forward. Because that's what I believe Will Smith will be able to accomplish, establish. Now I know I mentioned a little joke about he's not going to be invited to the cooking, the cookout, because of what he did to Chris Rock. And I want to just say, like, black folks are very forgiving, especially amongst each other, very forgiving. So even though it happened at that moment, folks are starting to realizing that it is not just a one moment thing. It was just bigger than that moment that led to the get jiggy with his slap. And speaking from my experience, for those out there that have witnessed, it's you can have everything and you can build everything, for years and years and years, and one day everything can crash down, or 1 second everything can crash down, or 1 moment you can lose it all. Whether it's your livelihood, your stability, your health, your finances, because life is about learning, adapting, stay humble, but also go through the experience. And as I'm, first of all, as I'm listening to his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, even though, I love Jada Pinkett Smith, trust me, I love her, what I'm saying? Because, so she did Set It Off, and ooh, that's one of my favorite movies right there. But anyway, and also, I believe, is that Shane or something like this? When she played the movie with Keenan Ivory Warren. Don't, I guess something like that. Don't Be Ashamed or something like that. Anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. Jada Pinkett Smith, before she became Smith, she was Jada Pinkett. And I know I have some talk with folks out there who, slightly disagree with where I stand or my opinion, because I understand, because everybody have to say something. They have to be able to stand, to pretty much what's going on, and to stand to any protection when it comes to, any disrespect or any threats or anything like that. I respect that fully. But like I was saying to my peers out there are moments to handle certain issues. There are moments to to adapt to that issue and then take care of it later on. I mean, yes, again, like I mentioned last week, what Will Smith did was just promoting violence, not just to one man, but pretty much transcended a concern that people, may feel the need of walking to a comedy club or to a nightclub and not liking what the DJ is playing or not liking what the comedian is saying and go and give them the get jiggy with it Will Smith slap. And I expressed that up last week when I just said that it is a concern. It is not something that needs to be promoted or advertised, or for those that people will call themselves Team Will, Team, Chris Rock. Those are just ignorance to the best. Because all we need to be talking about is what just happened. How can we tell our children for things like this not to ever occur in our eye, in the public view? Or whenever you get into a position of power, what can you not do so you can have your reputation not being tainted? Now, yes, made a mistake, 20 years and all that. But I just realized is all those reputation of him being a nice guy just crumbled after that one incident. And it brings back to the lesson of life about taking things for granted or being so bubbled up in our environment to the point that we're forgetting about real life situation. And I feel that whether it's Jada Pinkett Smith or Will Smith, I feel that they forgot real life situation out there. I feel like for Will Smith to walk into a podium amongst the word, for him to do that, was a gesture of him not understanding the other side of the world. Because there's always this talk about there's Hollywood and there's the rest of everybody. And then when I was in LA, that was the talk. You got Hollywood, you got Beverly Hills, you got everybody else in LA. But his gesture needs to be a concern, also an educative moment. Because I know me talking, saying something disrespectful in the air may kick me, off, the station, or may ban my show from any other platform, or may get someone cuss me out, call me and say, Mr. Clean B, you said something that was rude. I want to complain to your people. Stuff like this that people will hold you accountable for. And I believe that Will Smith is still a nice dude. Still a nice brother. I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Bad Boy 2, Bad Boy for Life, Independence Day, not Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West was part of a traumatizing movie moment that I witnessed. I was forced to watch that with my sisters and my brothers in Maryland. Jesus Christ. Anyway, but I Am Legend. Things like, you remember Will Smith do it? See the man going to MTV, bringing all that nice energy, the nicest brother in Hollywood. All because of a get jiggy with it Will Smith slap that just pretty much descended his nice guy status quo. And all I want to tell everyone out there is before you act, before you do anything crazy, exotic, fascinating, positive or negative, whatever choice that you make in life, which I hope it's positive, think twice. Please, not for me, not for you. Think twice before you act upon your energy. Think twice before you start walking to a situation that later on that might bring you consequences or circumstances that you may not be able to handle. Think twice before you do anything crazy. You want to beat somebody up? Okay, cool. Think twice before you do that, because your actions will lead to a reaction. That reaction may be you being jailed or you being hurt by another person. And what Will Smith just did was not a thinking upon his actions, because he just went and acted upon his feelings. And feelings are not facts again, folks. Stop acting to your feelings unless it is factually necessary. And I still love Brother Will Smith. I'm going to watch Bad Boy later on for sure. We'll be right back. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Bad Boy for life, yes. Yaggah. Woo! All right, all right, all right. Yes. We don't hate out here, man. We do not hate out here, man.
Online stores.
We can't do that. We cannot do that.
Nothing could be finer than a man who smells like Shiner.
Nothing can be finer. Ghana, we gotta pay some bills.
Radio Phoenix is your community radio station.
Hey, Casey, it's Nicholas. Hi, shout out to Ruby's family.
Hi, Mom. We're a
We gotta pay some bills. Brother Trent, where you at? Brother Trent, where you at?
And want to bring programs that
Where you at?
Want to say hello to
I gotta do this little commercial thing, so I want you to stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Camera thing going on right now.
Phoenix and Phoenix to the
You know what I'm
world.
saying? Hold on.
RadioPhoenix.org.
Here's
where
some
the
type
valley
of
comes to talk,
sing and
connect.
connect. All right, all right.
America, your children have an amazing superpower. They can help save lives by not
It's the
having
blue
playdates.
magic.
That's right. By replacing
blue
get-togethers
magic.
with virtual playdates and
Yaggah,
video
Yaggah,
chats,
stay
they
tuned.
can help
Stay
slow
tuned.
the
Stay tuned.
evil
Yaggah.
spread of germs. And if your superheroes do go outside, make sure they continue their superhero wing by staying 6 feet away from others to protect everyone in America back. Find out more at coronavirus.gov. A message from the CDC and the Ad Council. If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on Tupac, please be done. Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, I'm Contra Brown. Join me each week for Hip Rock Nation. It features a soundtrack of alternative, electronic, dance, neo-soul, and rap music from around the world. Besides music, we spotlight and connect progressive artists, activists, and cultural leaders while covering topics like politics, finance, health, and relationships. Remember, Hip Rock Nation, Saturday nights at 8 on Radio Phoenix, where the Valley comes to talk, sing, connect.
Ooh, let me stop.
Broadcast campus of the Phoenix Center for Arts. This is RadioPhoenix.org.
This poem is entitled Black Woman. She walks with the grace of a panther, black that is, with childbearing hips and full lips and kinky hand of voluptuous derriere. See, her skin color comes in 16 shades. So that's 16 ways to identify and familiarize herself with her own kind, and the blown mind be the results of feasting your eyes on the way that she glides.
Yeah.
See, inside lies her strength. So to identify her, it diminish the essence and beauty upon which she exists. See, in her heart, where the thought unfurls, and though she suffered as a child, a small girl, in essence, her blessing is being the mother of all worlds. And I've called girls, but not called girls, but only to involve girls, to evolve girls into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance to rise above others. See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her, you'll think of Sojourner Truth, or Makari Hatshepsut, or Angela Davis, who stood for something, or Harriet Tubman, who freed slaves and helped them, or Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the ISIS Papers, the life of a nation saturated in calamity. So why not enthrone those who are the backbone of humanity? Why? Because insanity has liquored our plight, to the point that we glorify death so much we don't respect the givers of life who deliver us light. So instead we'll pledge to oppose to us right, but I'll uphold the fight and give recognition to she who picks up the slack in black men and preserve him even when he don't deserve it. So I am of service because I am concerned with the lack of appreciation given to the mothers of our nation. So without further ado, respect, admiration, veneration, and love is overdue. It should be intended, extended, and given to none other than the Black woman.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed.
The Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yes, indeed.
Direct questions to activate the program. You're calling the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Hey, yo, this is Infectious Michael.
I'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned with the
right now,
music.
you are listening to the Yaggah Movement.
Yaga, yaga, yaga. You are now tuning in
Yes,
to the Yaggah
indeed.
Movement Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Arizona time, live and direct at radiophoenix.org. Yaga, let's get it on.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all, please listen to the music in the background. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah. We got the family right now. We got the family right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. Yeah. But yeah, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the station, man. This is where we at. This is where we at. This is where the magic happens. Boss man, I'm gonna go after the show. Okay. I got you, man. I got you. You already know. Yes. For real, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up after that. All right, man. I'm gonna call you. Yeah. Big up to Advisor Rex T, man. Big up to Advisor Rex T. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Call the fam. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we do. Let's get back live right now. Oh my gosh. You know, some people just cut off my video. I don't know why. I don't know why. We're going live right now. We're going live right now. So I'm gonna elaborate on this Black Lives Matter, man. Because you know, last time, you know, I was just talking about, you know, Black unity. I know February was a kind of a Black History Month scenario. Big up to Music City Digital Media Network. Thank you for joining us today, man. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah, you know, we heard about Patrice Cullors or something. I believe that's her name. The Black Lives Matter president. She supposedly bought a house in California. I'm not sure exactly if it's Los Angeles or outside of it. And you know, right now we got some things going on right now. You know, George Floyd and everybody who has been dying under the hands of any type of oppression. Big up to Don't Cause Stu Saul. I hope I say you guys' name right, man, because you already know how we do, but we are back again. You know, let me make sure that my camera is good. Okay, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Appreciate all the love out there, most definitely, man. But I just wanted to elaborate on that because, you know, it's kind of a sticky situation because, you know, when Black Lives Matter came around, I believe Trayvon Martin was actually like, you know, was the face of the Black Lives Matter movement. And we got a few minutes going on, so we got Brother Trill coming up, man. We on point, 4 p.m. You already know how we do. And the thing, oh, we have to hear this.
This is the African nation
of the day. Yes. This is the African nation of the day right now.
Geography of Algeria. Algeria is an Arab country in North Africa. It has a Mediterranean Sea
invite your people, invite your peers, invite your brothers and sisters, man. Invite everybody out there to join us today. Because today is a marvelous day. It's a blessing. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what y'all doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to come out and join us because we are live right now. We have the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
In 1962, in one of the bloodiest independence struggles in history, Algeria practiced a republic type of government and also the spoken language of Arabic, which is the official French and Berber dialects. The capital of Algeria is Algiers. The currency of Algeria is the Algerian dinar, which has a GDP of 169.99 billion per capita. In this
billion capital. Yeah, man. Yes, yes. Botatuna, yes, indeed. Blessing, blessing. Thank you. Respect, respect. You already know what we do. You can join me on my YouTube. Listen to us via RadioPhoenix.org. Yes, indeed. I'm on there. Don't you already know what we do. Hey. Hey. Reggae time. Reggae time. Hey. Reggae time. Okay, I gotta know the button because you already know I cannot get canned. You know what I'm saying, for playing music loud because you already know you know, I get in trouble with you know, with some folks out there playing their music. So I gotta make sure I am careful, not getting everybody's music out there. So I'm gonna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying right now, I'm just saying. But anyway, I wanted to elaborate on the Black Lives Matter, man, because you know it's a sticky situation, and I'm not going to say too much because I'm pretty sure folks have read the news, but I'm just going to share my opinion, and also I'm going to jump on this story that happened with this lady. Hold on one second. This lady who killed her boyfriend. She was a OnlyFans chick, and she killed her boyfriend because she was crazy or something like this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get that. But that really troubled me up a little bit because I was just thinking about that, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute, like this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense at all. Because how can this lady, pretty much complains that, or actually say that she's insane after she killed her boyfriend, and then turn around talking about, the boyfriend was abusive. I just do not get folks out there who don't have the common sense of the morality of human beings out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And so trying to make sure I get all my peoples. Trying to get all my peoples right here, right now. So, man, thank you for joining me today. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I believe her name is Courtney Cleaning. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's probably the thing about online dating and stuff like this. I know some people always gets me about online dating. I don't believe in online dating. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in, going to some type of sites, looking for somebody out there, and pretty much just trying to find love on online and stuff like that. But it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are live. Mr. Clinton ND. Yaggah, yaggah. All day. What can I say? Oh, everybody out there, we are back again. We are back again. Thank you all for joining us today. This is another hour of the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Live right now via radiophoenix.org, where the valley comes to talk, sing, and connect. And also, if you don't know, today now you know. Now we are simulcasting on Radio Phoenix Jazz, soon to be on 90.7 in the East Valley, and Radio Phoenix Indie, most definitely. I want to give a big shout out to some folks out there. I know there's some events going on today, which later on I'm about to elaborate. We have an event on April the 20th, Radio Phoenix. Definitely, I'm gonna share that with you all the information from this event, most definitely later on. So y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Just stay tuned because I'm gonna share that event. It is a great special event for y'all to come out here, contribute, share some love, connect, network, support, all that good stuff. April 20th. Put on your calendar. You already know how we do. Big up to also, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Dinosaur Media, most definitely, and also big shout out to No Empire Network. Yes, indeed. You can check it out on Roku, most definitely. You already know how we do. And also a big shout out to Safari Sounds Entertainment. Y'all please go in and subscribe to Safari Sound Plus on YouTube. I believe I might go to to Instagram or something else, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about that real soon. But I definitely will share some events later on today, so y'all stay tuned. Stay ready. I'm saying get your calendar, your iPhone, and all that good stuff, and all that great things out there that you have that you can put all your notes and everything like that. Yes, indeed. beautiful people all around the world. Now, I want to jump on this next subject because I didn't want to talk about that, man. I didn't want to talk. I love my peoples, man. I love my diasporas, man. Big shout out to all my, my Africans in America, to all my African Americans, you know what I'm saying? AKA Wakandas, AKA Zumunda, AKA you all my brothers, keeper, all my sisters, keeper. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to all my Black Mexicans. Can I say Black Mexicans on here? My Black Mexicans, my Black Puerto Ricans, my Black Colombians, the diaspora, even Black, even Drake. Big shout out to Drake. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to all my Africans out there. If you're watching me all the way from Cote d'Ivoire, all the way to Ghana, Nigeria, Algeria, someone in South Africa or Botswana, I love you too. I love you too because this is about you. Yeah, it's for the word, but it's about you indeed. So I want to say thank you for inspiring me to be here and be able to express my opinion, because all I'm saying is just opinion, unless I got my facts and I throw all my facts to y'all. Because for the past few weeks, for the past few months, actually since last year, I keep hearing maybe it's rumors, maybe it's true, but the simple fact that the Black Lives Matter co-founders have been pretty much spending all those fundraising, Black Lives Matter fundraising, for their own personal benefits. Now, when I heard that, I was just like, okay, this is not true. This is probably crazy. Why will someone who created a movement, will be able to, be able to use that funds for their own benefits or for their own personal uses. Now, when I grew up, democracy was still in its infantry. I believe that's where, I was witnessing the Berlin Wall going down. I was witnessing a lot of, governmental, issues. I believe I actually had a talk with someone about Zaire when Zaire, before the Democratic Republic of Congo, it was called Zaire, and I was actually explaining to them about the politics back then, before all those civil unrest started to happen, especially from the central side, Africa, all the way to the west side of Africa. And I was just thinking about how pretty much, oh, thank you very much. Pretty much how, the infection, the corruption of, all those leaders that we used to look up to, seems to be infecting us as well. Infecting us to the point that our livelihood or our, or the message is not being put out there, or the message was a lie. Now, when I heard about the Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrice Cullors, and I heard about how she purchased a mansion in Southern California. I'm not sure if it's LA or outside Los Angeles, but somewhere around Southern California, using the Black Lives Matter funds to, pretty much, use it for her own personal benefits. Now, when I heard this, I didn't want to believe it because, again, I come from a region where I hear things like this. Corruption amongst the diaspora, it's real. It's real. I mean, you don't have to be into you don't have to be born into a status to understand how politics outside the United States or outside or in a third world country runs. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys are witnessing the war that is happening in Russia. I'm saying? Pray for Ukraine most definitely. I hope all the Ukrainians can come out victorious from this war crime that is happening right now. But when I read this article, I read it, I was thinking to myself, man, look, not again. Like, we cannot be doing this again. Like, we cannot be able to use our platform to create a movement. Because I believe this movement was created under the backs of Trayvon Martin back in 2012. If I get my history right, we got the Black Lives Matter back in 2012 when Trayvon Martin was fatally shot by the infamous lawsuit man that wants to sue everybody, even Oprah, what's his name? George Zimmerman. You know, that guy, that idiot. You know, and I believe that's when the Black Lives Matter started to form itself. You know, all the way to George Floyd, and then really reinvent itself and make it even more stronger, not just in the United States, but across the world. Because back in 2020, you hear Black Lives Matter everywhere around the world. I mean, you have soccer athletes in Europe kneeling or putting their fist up just to represent the movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. And that came to clash with all lives matter, blue lives matter, everybody lives matter, left and right. All that sort of, because of the Black Lives Matter movement that really reinvented itself again, thanks to the late great George Floyd. Pretty much everyone sort of gathered around and funded the movement, which I applaud that gratefully. Which I thought in my hope back then that would lead to some changes. That would lead to institutional changes, constitutional changes, educational changes. We can be able to use those funds to be able to rectify all those areas that, the poor, the middle class, or the working class here in America can be able to benefit, especially the diaspora. Those out there who, every day we have to wake up and have to prove, not just to our peers, amongst us, but to the rest of the world, that we are capable of being someone. We are capable of intellectual status quo. We are capable of doing the great things. We are capable of being creative in this world. We have to go all the way to, beyond to prove all that point, from Supreme Court Ketanji Brown Jackson to everybody out there who have to fight their way to be successful in this country. Now we have this movement that was supposed to enhance, motivate, bring lightness into what is going on in our system, bring lightness to what is going on amongst us. And to hear those type of news kind of brings me back to my continent, to the diaspora continent, where every day you wake up, you're hearing some type of corruption going on. Because to me, that is a corruption status quo that I'm here. I mean, there's nothing in this article or whatever they're proving or whatever they are stating that tells me that they're doing something right by the funds, by the funding of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, earlier I was just talking about how, the Tennessee law is trying to have children, pretty much trying to trying to alter the status of a marriage, trying to define marriage in their own term, right? And I actually brought the attention of how they want to allow a 15, 16, 17-year-old to get married without the consent of their parents, whether or not, but it's still wrong, right? We are going through all the stuff where we are seeing laws, we are seeing, folks out there who are going behind our backs to make laws without our consent, without our acknowledgement, pretty much putting a bliss into our ignorance, to where we won't know anything until we find out what is too late, or we found out from the grapevine. Now, when I heard this, I'm thinking about all those leaders out there back home who have told me, I've told my peers, some of the Africans out there, African citizens from all across the 53 nations, from different regions, about their goals, their ambitions, what they want to do toward the region or the country or the nation. And at the end of the day, they either have been bought by someone, or they just lied to their constituent to the point that they became more authoritarian. The same way that number 45 is trying to change America into. For those out there who talk about freedom of expression, I want my freedom of guns. Well, once you become an authoritarian, that freedom of guns and expression, or you talking, is going to disappear in the air. I'm just saying, common sense. No, like I said, I heard that news. I'm thinking to myself now, not the sister. I would expect a brother to go and steal the money, because that is the assumption of black men doing wrong in here. But it was a sister that pretty much did something wrong. And to me, I'm not caring about what she did with the money, because whatever she did with the money will pretty much come up to her for her consequences later on. She has to face that up somehow, some way. But the fact that some of us are using our platform, whether in the church or whether in a community activism, using our platform to gather our own people, not to educate, not to bring common sense, not to gatherize or unionize folks out there who don't have a voice. But we seem to be taking advantage of our peers that looks like us, that looks like me and you, and think that, well, if I put this problem out there, if I get them angry, just like the GOP is doing with their constituent, with their voters out there, get them angry, so everyone can go out there and strike left and right, and we can get more money, more revenues back. And no one doesn't need to know about our personal motives, our personal ambition. Because if the Black Lives Matter really matter to the Black community today in 2022, that would have made some changes on allowing a bunch of teachers to pretty much express how they need to have critical race theory in the classes, or help build schools, or creating some type of recreational activities for children, because the future starts with the children. Now, I'm the future, but last time I checked, I got kids behind that are looking up to me, looking at my examples to make sure that I am following or I'm doing whatever is right through their eyes, because kids do pay attention to everything, to our words, to our actions, to everything that we do. That news came up, and I didn't want to feel any type of way. I didn't want to say, oh my gosh, here we go again, why this and that. But there's a little bit of shame that I felt reading this, because I'm thinking to myself, what was the whole purpose of the Black Lives Matter? Why do you have to gather have every people's funds in order for you to have some type of house, a big house somewhere in Beverly Hills or whatever in California? Like, why does he have to? How come the motive was not to assist, support the diaspora? From Minneapolis, where George Floyd, lost his life in the hands of the authority. Maybe create some funds out there, maybe create some type of recreational activity for the kids, or educate those kids out there. Or if they are cutting off critical race theory in them schools, create an environment that's going to be able to teach kids the realms of life, the facts of life, the constitutional laws of life. I mean, we're all talking about pro-life. We're talking about, oh, we are pro-life. We are family values. But who in America has their family intact? Except for a few. Because last time I checked, over 30% of folks out here, whether they're black, white, don't have the father or their mother, in the household. And that's over 30%, maybe more. Maybe those funds could have gone to those children who needed some type of education to understand why Black Lives Matter exists, instead of just being on the news or being some type of gossip and not using this platform to do something great about, but to be corrupted by whatever voices is out there, because we got all this fun, we got all this money. So let's just make sure that because we created this platform, we're going to be able to use it for ourselves, and everything else can go. We can give chip change left and right, left and right. It is a shame. I mean, already 2 weeks ago, I was just saying how ashamed I am for witnessing Will Smith slapping another brother on TV. And now it seems like we have to prove to our peers or to folks around, or even to our own peoples,
Because that's our problem. That is our problem. We don't trust each other. Whether you're African American, you're Jamaican, that is our problem. We don't trust each other. And that's why we don't have a voice. That's why we have folks who are using our weaknesses to be able to benefit from it and not doing something righteous about that, while they can be able to help, assist, and support those in need. I'm just saying, y'all, right is right. Let's make things right by the people out there. If we can do that, then let's not create a platform to lure folks up, to get folks angry, to get folks in trouble. Because Black Lives Matter got folks, locked up to the point that these people are being looked at as gang members, which is ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure that during the 6th insurrection, folks were very patriotic because they went in there, country of Trump, country of Trump. I mean, I didn't realize number 45, ran America from the beginning to the end. I didn't realize that. But the corruption amongst us is so vivid, and we need to pay attention to that. And we need to also pay attention to those diaspora men and women out there who are sincere about supporting the system, supporting the values of our community, making a change amongst us, bringing some common sense amongst us, teaching kids not to join the street gang, or teaching young girls not to be promiscuous in an early age, because no one's going to teach nobody that until they get into some type of situation or some type of problem, and you're on your own, you chose. But again, you tell me if a 15 or 16 or 17 or even an 18-year-old do know how to operate in life, do know the meaning of the facts of life. Because last time I checked, there's still kids that still are growing to become young men, young women. So this right there is a bothersome issue. And I hope it's not true to the core. I hope that whatever they're fixing, whatever compromising they have, they can use that fund to be able to do something right, especially to our children who are in need, of education, who are in need of a role model, who are in need of someone to look up to, so they can be able to represent themselves out there and their foundations out there, just like Supreme Court Ketanji Brown Jackson. But I mean, that's another subject that we're going to jump on next time. But I hope that's not true about the Black Lives Matter concern about our money stolen. I hope it's not right. I hope it's not true to the core. And we're going to put some more music, man, because I'm going to talk about some love in a few minutes. This is Yaggah Radiocast. Yes, indeed. I know y'all ready for this moment. Yaggah, Yaggah. I'm not Dr. Phil. Ooh.
This is Diva D here at RadioPhoenix.org. Coming to you here in Phoenix, Arizona. We're waiting for our sunshine to come back because it is cold here. And also, I would like to let my listening audience know this is a very holy season. It's called Yaggah. I know you never heard that, but honey, you heard it on the Yaggah movement here with my brother. Yes.
All right. Those out there who likes to join those social media apps, those out there who likes the OnlyFans, anyone out there who spend money on OnlyFans? Because I think I'm gonna join OnlyFans myself. I believe I should join OnlyFans. What do you think? Should I join OnlyFans? Because I would like to join OnlyFans just to see how it looks. Because everybody out there are making money, on OnlyFans. I just wanted to see if I can be able to, shake my bum bums in there. Can I shake my bum bums? No. Can I do that? I cannot do that. No, I can't. Let me know if I can do it. Because if I can't do it, OnlyFans. I remember back in the day was what? Craigslist. I think it's OnlyFans, and I believe you have to subscribe or something like that. But all I'm saying is, if y'all let me know, if I'm qualified to be on OnlyFans, I would like to make some change too, you know what I'm saying? So I can feed the children. Or, all of that's what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna buy no fancy car. I ain't gonna be doing anything crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? And this brother is I believe he's African. Christian Obuseli. I believe he's Christian, man. Yeah, I believe he's Christian. I believe he's Nigerian. I believe African. So but yeah, this story is crazy, man. It's crazy. So I'm gonna read it to y'all because it's so much of a scary moment. I know I was just told by a bunch of my peers, that I'm gonna be a lonely man because I don't want to date or I don't want to be in a relationship or I'm so caught up in my myself because I don't I feel I'm so hurt, blah blah, all the little crap that I heard left and right. Because I keep hearing things every day. But the reason why, again, the reason why that I'm really careful about dating these days is because of things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of things like now don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of dating online, but it wasn't dating sites, you know what I'm saying? I believe it was, social media, or MySpace. I think when MySpace and Facebook came around for a minute, people were meeting up for the first time and all that. And it was like really really brand new and all that good stuff, So Africa lady, Africa woman, this is the first civilization song. Africa queen, Africa queen, be proud of yourself. Oh, lady, I want you, girl. Oh no, my voice is raspy. Yaga yaga all day. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wee. Okay, let me stop. I cannot sing at all. So please do not call me out for my singing. Soprano, alto, whatever it is. I don't do that. I know my mom used to sing. So big up to mom. Love you, mom. Now. This is the last thing I want to talk about before I let you guys go, and we're gonna come back again next week. Now, this was an OnlyFans model by the name of Courtney Cleaning, who stabbed her boyfriend by the name of Christian Oluseli, which they had a relationship for a while. The brother moved to, I believe, Miami, Florida, built a house. And somehow, Miss Courtney, went and stabbed her boyfriend, and also planned insanity after the cops arrived, after she smeared herself with blood, his blood and everything, which is pretty disturbing to talk about. I don't want to go with the whole story. I just want to kind of bring that up because, this is also about relationship, about violence, and also to be aware of who do you have in your corner, I can speak for me. I believe one of my biggest mistakes in life when it comes to relationship is not finding out who I'm dating or who I'm with. And I believe, most of us men, a lot of times because we are so caught up in that they're having fun moments, even though we want to have something serious, but still we are so clouded about how, we just want to have this, but we cannot have that. And I can just say that myself and other men out there probably were caught up in those circumstances to where, we can find someone that's pretty okay because of the lifestyle that we live in or whatever circumstances that is going on. and get caught up on that, not realizing that the person that we are with either is crazy or is for me, I like to say Jodi Arias. You know, she is a crazy chick. I mean, she's sexy. She's crazy, crazy. I say, watch your Jodi Arias out there. I'm just saying, ladies, I love you, but y'all got some Jodi Arias in your blood. I'm just saying. Anyway, so this lady stabbed her boyfriend, Christian, Obuseli, and plain insanity, which I believe she will be processed, going to trial and all that. You know, when I read the article, you know, it brought to my attention about online dating. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, there's nothing wrong by dating online. There's nothing wrong by finding love on social media or one of them dating sites. You know, I don't know which one it is. I've never been to one. You know, I meet people on the streets, or I meet people on, you know, on some, you know, through networking and or through social media. Facebook was like one of my first dating sites, you know, I should say. You know, not that I took it seriously, but it was a good connection for me to not just meet someone on social media, but also to meet them vis-a-vis, if you know what I'm saying. Now, you know, then now we got different platforms out there, different dating sites. And not only that, you know, we got certain folks out there who are pretty much catfishing folks lately. I'm pretty sure for those out there who remember the show Catfish on MTV, before MTV became a reality show. You know, catfish is pretty much when someone is pretending to be somebody else while they are not what they are pretending to be, right? So this lady, you know, of course, she's an online, OnlyFans online model and all that good stuff. Pretty sure she gets a lot of money. And her claim is that her relationship with her boyfriend, who's passed away, who she killed, was toxic, meaning there was some violence going on. He was abusive. He was pretty much, you know, violating her pretty much through the whole relationship, to the point that she lost her mind. She lost herself. She has to stab this brother and then pretty much tell the officers that she's crazy. Now, fellas, for those out there who probably don't understand the mind of a woman, I told you already before, do not get a woman upset. You know, that is a humble advice I can give y'all. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you have a girlfriend or if you have your baby mama on the side that calls you, you know what I'm talking about, because yes, indeed. Don't upset a woman. Just say. Now, that's number one. I want to put that out there so y'all can know where I'm heading to, okay? Number two, the thing that really is questionable about that issue is the fact that when she called the cops and she, you know, called some type of, you know, I believe she called somebody else, because I got to get, you know, all those information on point with this one. But the thing that she did to kind of show her insanity was not into full display when the police arrived. But she still told them that she was crazy. And, you know, pretty much mentioned to the police that she was a model and everything like this. I was like, okay. You know, I had, you know, some folks were talking to me about that, telling me that, well, you know, she's a crazy woman and maybe the guy did something wrong to her. And I was like, you know what, maybe he did. But if it did was abusive to this woman, then how come she never called the police? That's number one. Because usually when a woman feels threatened, she calls the police. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I mean, no, unless she's one of them, you know, chicks that will, you know, knock you out. You know, those mamas will knock you out type of moms. You know, sisters or ladies out there. You know, boxing queens. Yeah, you know, because you got some out there that will body slam you. Yes, indeed. Unless it's that case. But if she feels threatened or abusive, now why not leave the relationship? That's number one. That's where we seem to be falling victim of, because we want to be the victim on when it comes to, you know, the circumstances. But when you realize that issue occurred, how come you did not leave in the beginning? Because I know myself, if I know through my past experience, if I felt something, you know, awkward about the situation, I'm not going to run, but I'm just going to face it and let the person know, hey, this is not what I planned to, you know, to be at, or this is not how we were supposed to be at. And again, like I said, that is the ignorance about you know, some men out there who are just caught up in that lifestyle until they realize that whether the chosen livelihood is not the best person, around the environment. And like I said, brother Christian Obuseli probably did not realize how crazy his woman was. And this is where we have to be able to pay attention to the people that we encounter. I don't care if it's if you want to be serious, in your relationship, in your marriage, whatever love that you put yourself into, make sure that you know who you're dealing with. Because I can tell you that I've dealt with different energies, different souls. Yes, they were great folks, but circumstances, conflicts can break things up. It's not just about cheating or anything ruthless. It's all about just the simplicity of compromising with the person that you're with and knowing who you're dealing with. Because a lot of times we're getting caught up in all those folks that we think that we know them, but we don't know them specifically until it's too late. And what I'm saying is that issue is very, very traumatizing. Now, to say the least, to realize that brother met this chick on OnlyFans, but that's why I don't go on OnlyFans. I mean, like I said, y'all can tell me if I'm qualified to be on OnlyFans. I keep my shirt on. I get my books and everything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tell me, hey, am I qualified? Because I heard some stuff about OnlyFans, and whoever dates someone, a model on OnlyFans, or even those Instagram models, brother, really. But again, this is not what it's about. It's about a life lost. It's about a conflict of two people who did not understand each other. And it's also about someone playing insanity after the fact that she took her life and not running away from the situation or running away from the actual incident, or even calling the cops so the brother can go to jail. But no, you took the matter in your own hand to kill him, then put insanity on top of that. That's something that needs to be looked up, that needs to be paid attention to. I'm just saying. Pay attention to your relationship. All right, that's what I'm saying. You love someone, pay attention to your love, unless love will stab you in the back. Like he or she. Yes, I'm just saying right now. But you already know how we do. Mr. Clean B, coming back again. We have Brother Trey coming up next after me. You already know how we do. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it funky like that, yes indeed. But for everybody out there who joined me today, love y'all. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your humbleness and and just making me feel a better man every day I'm in front of you. Every day I'm talking to you, yes indeed. And thank you for making me feel sexy today, man. Yes indeed, because we sexy like that, right, brother Trey? We sexy like that. Yeah, we sexy.
Hey, we trying.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, we're trying, y'all. We are trying to be sexy, all right, on TV, on social media. Okay, you don't have to like us, but you can like us. You can like us. But you already know we are simulcasting on Radio Phoenix Jazz, soon to be on 90.7 FM in the East Valley and Radio Phoenix ND. So you already know how we do. We'll be back again next Saturday for another episode of the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We on points upcoming next. Thank you very much. I love y'all. And if you want to call me ladies, you can call me at 602-633-2662, ladies. Yes, indeed. Because I'm single like that. Yes, indeed. Ladies, 602-633-2662. Yaggah. I'm out of here. I need my okra stew. I'm hungry. Woo! Oh my God. Yeah. We're hungry up in here. Oh.
Radio Phoenix.
Yeah, brother, so you next.
Westside Jazz.
You are next.
Corner 5970.
Yeah.
Glendale, Arizona.
Thank you so much for joining us today. You guys are lovely.
Beth Leaders,
Awesome.
The Sugar Thief,
You're awesome.
and Charles Lewis. WestsideBlues.com.